We're going to a year later. Okay. Morning, Jonas. Hey, James. How are you? I'm great. Erin turned 5 years last Saturday. Oh, wow. She's growing up so fast. Say congratulations to her for me. I will. I'm digging that smile on your face. I can't stop smiling. It's my final session. It's a different person standing in front of me today for sure. I better not keep Jesse waiting. Talk to you later. Good luck, pal. There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you forgot about our appointment. No, I didn't forget. I was waiting in line to get you these. Oh my, they're beautiful. Thank you so much, Jonas. Is that a ring I see on your finger? What a keen eye you have. Yes, my boyfriend finally proposed to me. Oh, he's a lucky guy. Shall we? Haha, yes, go ahead. Okay, Jonas, today is a big day. What I've seen over our time together is some deep soul searching. We have combated all those nasty demons of yours. How do you feel about talking about it today compared to back when we started therapy? It still hurts to think about it, but I've come to terms with the pain. I don't blame myself for it anymore. And most importantly, I can move on. Amazing, Jonas, simply amazing. So before I can let you go, let's do this one final time. I will ask you to talk about different parts of your past and to reflect upon them. Sounds good to me. Why don't we start with the nasty stuff, the trauma you experienced in that room? Okay. You don't have to close your eyes, Jonas. Oh, sorry. Force a habit. Oh, well, what we endured in that room has left a scar. I still see Leah in my nightmares, but I've been able to recognize that I'm dreaming, so it doesn't disturb me as much now. She will likely be there in my subconscious for the rest of my life. But knowing that she really is dead makes it better. How much does it affect your day-to-day life? When I'm awake, it doesn't really affect me. The only thing I'm trying to battle right now is how I never saw any signs. I was totally oblivious to her obsession. It's so frightening to talk to someone who appears normal, not knowing what madness is going on in their mind. I was living my life the only way I could, while she was there behind me all the time, watching my every move, like I was hers. It's hard to see the logic and reasoning behind the moves of a disturbed person such as Leah. She obviously had a strong sense of self-awareness, otherwise she wouldn't have been able to hide that so well in plain sight. As horrible as Leah was, she wasn't your biggest demon. Let's continue talking about that. My relationship with Anna. Yes, that demon left a nasty emotional scar too. Something that undeniably has affected your life ever since. I want you to tell me about the most significant moments with her and what went wrong along the way. Well, I met Anna at my workplace. I worked in the IT desk at Bruce and Loyal. Anna worked as a junior copywriter at the time. No one really appreciated me for the work I did. People telling me to restart their PC or ask if they turned their printer on is a hard way to do it without sounding like a dick. One day, I got a call from a young woman who was freaking out. She had accidentally deleted her important files and said she would lose her job if she couldn't retrieve them. I went to her office in person, as she was too afraid to touch the computer, fearing that the files were lost forever. I tried to introduce myself, but she was too stressed out to even notice it. It took me 5 seconds to realize that she had deleted the shortcut to the recycle bin. It was an easy fix. All of her files were restored. She hugged me tightly while thanking me for saving her career. That was how we met. Over the coming days, she kept sending me instant messages thanking me for the help. The messages got more and more personal until I finally dared to ask her out on a date. Being a late bloomer, I was relatively inexperienced with women. I wasn't particularly nervous, but I definitely made a lot of inappropriate remarks. To my joy, she loved it. I never saw someone laugh so hard at my weird stories. We sat on the park bench for hours. It was in that very same spot that I chose to propose to her. I thought this was finally it. I had found the love of my life. And what waited for me was happily ever after. The biggest lesson I learned from my relationship with Anna was to never take anyone for granted. Just because both of you love each other, it doesn't mean that the love doesn't dwindle. Love needs to be nourished. You need to see the person. You need to keep showing them love. That was my mistake. I got complacent. I focused on my hobbies instead of spending time with her. I never surprised her. Every day was more or less the same. That behavior is a ticking time bomb. And that one day I came home to find her cheating on me, it exploded. She wanted me to explode too, but I didn't. I did the opposite. I imploded. Instead of dealing with my emotions, I suppressed them and buried them deep inside myself. That's where it started to go wrong. How do you feel about Anna today? Do you blame her? As I've come to realize from our sessions, blaming myself or her doesn't matter. There are two sides to every story. I see that she did the wrong thing, but she did it for the right reasons. I haven't met her for well over a year now, but if I got the chance to meet her again, I would say that I forgive her. And that time you saw her while being with Megan? What is your take on it? I thought it was about getting closure. That if I just sat down and talked to her instead of leaving her without saying a word, I would be free and able to move on. But it wasn't like that at all. She was a significant part of my life. I truly loved her. It was impossible to just forget those wonderful memories I had of her. And upon reflection, I don't want that. I'm not in love with her anymore, but I do love what we once had. Getting close to another woman made me feel like Getting close to another woman made me feel like I did during those happy days with Anna. The flashbacks weren't due to me not being over her. They were signs that I felt the same feelings again, but for another woman. The thoughts you have about your past relationship are healthy thoughts. I'm happy that you figured that out for yourself, Jonas. I gotta say, this session feels great so far, Jesse. I can actually talk about this without putting on a brave face or having a quaver in my voice. Shall we move on and talk about your best friend? Liam? It's quite ironic. He's the one who's been sick. And he's been helping me more than I've ever helped him. Liam is truly a wonderful friend. And yes, he has been sick. But you haven't been healthy either, Jonas. I know. I just wish I could have done more for him. Back when he told me about his disease, I said that I would be there for him and help him with his list. But I also made a promise to him. I gotta say, Liam, this list, it's a bit sad. But I'll help you with it. I'm here for you. Yeah, I remember this part too. What was the promise we made? Let's see. Oh, okay, that's the promise I made. Like when he dies, or if he dies, that I would keep going. So I intend to keep that promise. But thanks to Rena, it's unlikely that I ever have to. What are you talking about? Are you capable of speaking English? Liam, he is speaking English. Remission is a wonderful word, Liam. It means the cancer is gone. What? Oh my god. Gone? Yes, after the treatment started to take effect, the results have been improving at a steady pace. I think Leah was probably doing the treatments wrong so she could get rid of Liam. And while it is still baffling why it took this long for the chemotherapy to show a positive effect, today you are free from cancer. I bet she wasn't using the chemo. And then that other nurse that did the chemo session used the chemo, and that's why he felt sick. Because from what I understand of chemotherapy, you feel sick every time. We will continue to monitor your health after stopping the chemotherapy. But I have to say that the results are as good as they can. Oh, yay. Yeah, you did it, Liam. Yeah, beat it. Yeah, you beat cancer, dude. Happy times. Right. You wouldn't have been able to. Okay, alright. Are you crying? Oh, her. I just now realized that her hair is her natural color now. It's not blue anymore. No, I'm not. Shut up. Aw. Liam, what can you say about a man such as Liam? All right. I remember when he painted that picture. Sure, he has his flaws and doesn't really hide them. He kind of flaunts them. He does stupid things often and without thinking ahead. But the man has a heart of gold. He deserves nothing less than a long life filled with happiness. And even if Liam and I make each other's lives something special, I know that Rena is exactly the person he needs on top of that. And I know that he brings out the best in her too. Oh, I absolutely agree, Jonas. The change I've seen in Rena since she met Liam is something I only dare dream of during her rebellious years. And that you've stayed by Liam's side during his battle, I'm absolutely sure that has meant the world to him. Your friendship is very special, Jonas. You two are lucky to have each other. Thanks, Jesse. I know. Finally, let's talk about Megan. Where do you want me to begin? Tell me about life after you were trapped together in Leah's room. As you know, the period afterwards was the toughest one of my life. I don't know how she did it, but Megan managed to power through it. She was so conflicted, leaving me here while she moved to Los Angeles. If it wasn't for Liam, she would have quit that movie. Liam assured her that she should do what she felt was best for her. I can't understand how she managed to work while I had to endure more than a year of therapy. Did you ever think that working was her therapy, Jonas? That she found strength by having something to motivate her? I guess. But how is that better than what I did after Anna left me? Isn't that a way of suppressing feelings, just like the way I did it? Everyone is different, Jonas. But based on how you have described her in the past, she sounds like a really strong woman. She reminds me of myself when I was younger and decided to leave Rena's father. Talking to Rena's mom? I didn't even realize that. Rena did say her mom was a therapist. Okay. That's how she knows Rena. Some people are just like that. They get stronger from hardships. I'm not like that. No, you're not. It's an uncommon trait. Was it hard? Was it hard being away from her? Incredibly so. Even though I encouraged her to work on the movie, a part of me blamed her for not being here by my side. But I know I was selfish. Her work made her travel around the world. We spoke to each other every day, though. And that day that she came back with the news that she only had to be in LA to shoot the rest of the movie, oh, it was like we pressed play on the tape that had been paused for months. I went to live with her every other week. And when I wasn't in LA with her, I was back here with Liam and Rena. But the apartment I lived in, it didn't feel like home at the time. It might be because it lacked a woman's touch. I never really learned how to decorate. And Liam wasn't the best at helping me either. Probably not, bro. Really? Red? Yeah, red is the color of love, bro. I'm telling you, Megan will love it. Yeah, right. No. That's perfect. I don't know. You really think so? Trust me. I know what chicks like. That wall will make her melt like butter in the sun. Let's see what she actually thinks about it. Megan finished work on the movie 4 months ago, but she didn't tell me about it because she didn't want to ruin Liam's surprise party. Surprise! Surprise! Wow, what's the occasion? I think I can answer that. Megan? When did you get here? This afternoon, but I didn't want to spoil the surprise. But you coming back here is not that unusual. Why make this nice party for it? Because this time, it's different. Huh? I'm done working on the movie. I can stay back here with you now. What? Really? Yes. Oh, I love you so much. I love you too, Jonas. That night is one of the best nights I've had this year. Well, until Liam did something kind of stupid. This night has been such a wonderful night. I feel blessed to have you guys in my life. Haha, you are so drunk, dude. I'm not. Shut up. You always get sentimental when you're hammered. That's so true. Oh, stop it. I want to make a toast. Here's to you, Jonas. Cheers. This year has been very hard on you. And a part of you feels like it's going to get harder. Don't you mean a part of me? No. Not if I read the bottle correctly. What the fuck, Liam? I got you. I fucking told you I would. Enjoy having a rod for 3 hours. Oh, no. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Maybe you should go to the bathroom. Later, guys. Are you okay? Shit. It's so potent. Oh, my God, no. Sorry, but it's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Sorry, but no. This is not going to be enjoyable. Come with me. I think I can figure out a way to make this a good thing. How you feeling? I'm fine. We're not fully there yet. How about now? So Jonas and Megan just had their intimate moment, and the first thing she asks afterwards is, "What's with the ugly wallpaper?" Man, I was waiting for her to say something about it. Well, what Liam did was stupid at the time, but it led to something beautiful. Last week's sonogram indicated that it will be a girl. So funny. When we heard that, Megan and I immediately looked at each other and smiled. We said Melissa's name at the same time. Aw, that's beautiful. Me and Megan always talked about Melissa, but only about the good memories we had of her. Even though we put on brave faces, it's really been tough for us, and we've both felt guilty. Guilty because after Melissa died, the funeral wasn't the best. I mean, funerals are never great, but we were all in such tough spots in our lives that we really didn't give Melissa the farewell she deserved. So, that's what we're all going to do tonight. We'll have a memorial for Melissa at a place that means a lot for us. Well, it sounds like a wonderful way to honor her memory, Jonas. The purpose of these sessions has never been about turning things in your life into sunshine and rainbows. It's been about moving on, by getting rid of your biggest demons. And looking at the progress you've made, despite the pain you and Megan still deal with, I could truly see that you're living again. I really am. Things can always be better in life, but that's just how it is. I've pushed through, and now my life has gotten a new purpose. I can't wait to meet my daughter. Guess what, Jonas? That was it? You did it. The last session. I don't know how to thank you. Even though I'll miss you as a patient, Jonas, I couldn't be happier saying goodbye to you right now. Bye, Jesse. James. Hey. There we go. High five. Congrats, Jonas. You did it. Thanks. Are you up for a beer on Friday? Always. Now get out of here, will you? Later. At the moment I stepped out that door, I started to cry. Tears of joy. How I'd miss that feeling. The darkest period of my life ended right there. Sure, the future proved to be full of hardships too. But that's life. This time around, I was well prepared for the challenges. Uh-oh. After 8 months of trial, today the verdict came in. Former police officer Michael Hellman was sentenced to 58 years in prison after being found guilty of the murder of Peter Johnson and of what can only be described as one of the biggest cases of police corruption scandals in the city has seen this century. Like I said, the darkest period of my life really did end right there. Hey, there you are. Me, Brownie, and Fatty wanted to pick you up, but... hold on. Me, Brownie, and Fatty wanted to pick you up, but just missed you. Liam. Oh, come on, sweetheart. I'm only kidding. You're not that fat. See what I did? Oh, my God. How did it go? Hey, guys. It couldn't have gone better. I don't need therapy anymore. Congrats, bro. You did it. Really? That's wonderful. Congratulations, Jonas. All right, hop in, Liam. All right, hop into Liam Mobile and let's go for a spin. So, are you still up for tonight? Oh, yeah. Today is the day to do it. Yeah, it's the perfect day for it. Let's do it right this time. I wish I could make this story better. I wish I could tell you that life is perfect. Life isn't a dance of roses. Life gets tough. Life will come down on you without mercy, out of nowhere. Life doesn't care, it just happens. The only thing in your power is how you react to it. You can ball up in a corner feeling pity. You can give up and end it all. But you can also go down the other path saying, I won't let this break me. Even how much it hurts. Never let life break you. Melissa lived a life in turmoil. She deserves so much better than the ending she got. Even though they had their ups and downs, Megan never left her side. And I vowed to never leave hers. Life for us isn't over yet. But one thing is sure. The biggest story of my life began the day I met a girl named Megan. Meet me where the sun grazes the ocean, where both wind and water touches the ground. When all comes around beneath the willow on the mound, I will rest my weary head for a while. Do you, Megan Wallace, take Jonas Redfield to be your lawfully wedded husband? I do. And do you, Jonas Redfield, take Megan Wallace to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten through acting lessons. I'm glad that ultimately it still ended on a positive note. I was so worried it was going to end tragically. There was a lot of tragedy in the game. But it ended positively with a positive outlook on how to go forward from whatever trials life gives you. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.